This is God revealing 10 times adult breastfeeding for men? God? God. Hold on, somebody is calling. Go here and go. Who is, I don't know who is calling here. Let us see, hold on. This deep wisdom. Allah, brother. Let us call Zakir naik. Taradan, taradan. Taradan, taradan. Taradan, taradan. Taradan, taradan. Taradan, taradan. Taradan, taradan. Assalamu alaikum. Christian Prince, please, for the God, for the sake of Allah, leave me alone. I told you 1,000,000 times, don't call me after middle of the night. First of all, I might be having sexual intercourse with my wife now. Secondly, this is sexual harassment. Number 3, I have no answer for you. Brother, but we have a question here about this verse in chapter 66, verse number 3. I mean, what the prophet, he told his wife a secret, and then the secret is spread around, and the secret became very well known, and then Allah told him about it, and then Allah, he made him know part of it and avoid the part. What is that part? Okay, I will tell you. First of all, don't ever listen to Christian Prince. He always, first of all, show me your face. Show me your face, I will give you the answer. Dr. Zakir Naik, the people want to know. It's not forget about Christian Prince. I cannot forget about seeing your face. I am sure you had in your face because of a very, 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 very reason, very, very good reason. Okay, Zakir Naik, maybe I don't look good, man, like you know. You look good, I don't look good. Why I want to show my face? I know it. I know it. I am sexy and I know it. Thank you very much.
Medical science tells us, you eat pig, you behave like pigs.
What a crazy religion. This is a crazy. This is a crazy, stupid religion. Zakir Naik is jumping, he's sexy and you know it. So they have a sexy prophet. He's very sexy, by the way. I mean, nobody have sexy prophet like Muslims. And he's so white. He's so white, because you cannot be sexy unless you are white. You know? Unbelievable. He's sexy and you know it. When they try to describe their prophet, they speak about how white he is. Let us find description of Muhammad. And now I will make you all cry, because you will see how much it is touching. The prophet, brother, he was so good looking.
وَأَبْهَاهُمْ مِنْ بَعِيدٍ, from afar, the most striking and outstanding in appearance. وَأَحْسَنُهُمْ وَأَجْمَلُهُمْ مِنْ قَرِيبٍ, and when he came near, the best of them and the most handsome of them in closeness.
That's Muhammad.
حُلْوُ الْمَنْطِقِ. So
just let us go to the funny part, which is the most, all of it is funny and stupid. But here you will cry. You will see how you will cry. You know, seeing the Prophet Muhammad at night is not like seeing him in daytime, because then you will see something different.
Allah. Anas ibn Malik says, he says, I came out one night, I came out one night, it was the full moon night.
Yeah, full moon, huh? Look at the emotion. The guy, he can't even talk. Look at the emotion. He's out of words.
It's a lot of emotion involved here, brother.
And
Yeah.
I looked
Yeah.
at the moon, and in the desert, understand, the moon is an awesome sight.
Yeah.
It is smooth. It is radiant.
Yeah.
It is clear. It is gentle.
Really?
Compared to the scorching sun
Absolutely.
that they're used to. So the moon was the epitome of beauty. So he says, I came out at a full moon night, and I looked at the moon, and I saw it beautiful, handsome. So I said, let me go see if the moon is more handsome or my prophet is more.
Look at the challenge now. Look at the challenge. I want to see now who is more sexy. Who is more white? The Prophet of Allah or the moon? Focus with me. You are walking down street, la 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 la. Then suddenly you see a Prophet Muhammad himself at night. Radiation is coming out. Here's the moon. It's a full moon. And now we have full Muhammad. Now, listen, full Muhammad is not like half Muhammad. There's a huge difference. And the guy now, he said, let us look at the moon and let us look at the Prophet and make a compare between them.
More handsome. Let me see if that is more beautiful or the prophet is more beautiful.
Are you kidding me? Do even the moon even think to join the competition? We should kill the moon. The moon, he dare? No way.
Beautiful. So I went and I saw him standing afar.
Brother, who was standing afar? The Prophet or the moon? And where are you looking there? You are looking there where exactly? I mean, who's standing afar? Look at the act, man. This guy is an actor. Look, he's looking like, he's looking. Who's there, the Prophet or the moon? And look, the Muslim, they put behind him the moon. Do you see the moon? True moon. True Prophet is there. True moon is there. Just look. Okay, and what happened next?
So I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon, and I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon. I looked at the moon, and I looked at his face. I looked at the moon, and I looked at the moon, and I looked at the moon, and I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon, and I moon, and I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon, 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 and I looked at his face, and I looked.
I'm going to keep you doing this for the coming century until your neck is broken. And they say to us, they don't worship Muhammad. They describe his belly bump. They describe how beautiful his chest, how beautiful his underarm, how white it is. You know, I mean, I look at the moon, I look at his face, I look at the moon, I look at his. Look. We have here. Because I know many of you are slow. Here is the face. Here is the moon. And this is why the guy, he keep moving his head between them. You look at the moon, you look at the face. You look at the moon, you look at the face. You look at the moon, you look at the face. And who is going to win? You tell me. Do you think really the moon even have a chance? Looking at the Prophet and looking at the moon.
Standing afar. So I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon, and I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon, and I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon, and he said, Wallahi, he was more handsome than the moon in its entirety.
I'm so glad that the story doesn't say, I look at the moon, I look at his ass, I look at the moon, I look at his ass, and wallahi, his ass is more handsome than the moon. May Allah ask you, what a stupid cult. Man-made religion worshipping a man, replacing him by God. There's no way I'm going to accept someone trying to convince me to believe in him by promising me I will have endless penis. First, I don't like it so big. Secondly, I am worried about the storage. Number 3, I'm worried about getting ticket. Number 4, if my penis arrived to China, the Chinese, they eat anything. You name it. Even a turtle, they will eat it. All what they will see is coming in their country along huge sausages. They will make it a barbecue. Ants will eat it. Spiders will make a house around it. American, they will use it as a pipeline. The owner of Tesla, he will use it as a computer hub, a cable. Michael Jackson will dance on it. All this harassment for what? To have an endless penis. What I will do with it? Endless penis? And what make it more horrible if your penis go all the way to India? Those people, they love a lot of spice. This is God promised endless penis? Talking about the hot dogs, first time I went to a church in USA, first time ever. I went to a church and there's a guy, he's a nice guy, you know. He took me to the church, introduced me to them. And then after the church, he said, aren't you hungry? I said, yeah. He said, okay, let's eat hot dogs. I was like, what? I said, what you want to eat? He said, hot dogs. It's very tasty. So what the heck? Those are Christians eating hot dogs? What? So, you know, and then I said, you know what? I am not really hungry, you know. He said, what happened? You said to me a second ago you are hungry. I said, no, it's okay. I will eat later. He said, no, it's really good. It's tasty. Take a bite. Let us go. I said, no, listen. Okay, you know what? I am going to go home. I don't want to eat now. He insists you need to eat hot dogs. Like, what's wrong with this guy? I want to get rid of him. I don't want to eat dogs. Like, I eat a squirrel. Not dogs. Brothers and sisters. You will have an endless penis, and your vagina will be endless too.